boys back. Boys be popping. Oh boy, they fast.
They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse. When you got different views, just know you gon' pay the price. Based off the item you choose. They tossing the culture, hit you with them K-Ultra. I knew you was a vulture. Holy Ghost get the usher. No, I can't touch you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing sorta, falling out through the rubber. Remember this shit jump at the top. I was young and shot in the middle. Gotta stay hunting. Why don't rush left for nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only bitch for confusion. The institution, modern day.
You man just missing my update.
They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Damn Kane, you done kill Abel. I'm at a slant trying to keep stable. The way I feel, I might get all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the double. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. You picked a dozen roses and left them.
Let's do my quarterback real quick. I'm gonna do both of them in one video, guys. So yeah.
I was pleased with how I played, and it felt like Coach's confidence was returning also. I really believed we had a decent chance of turning the season around.
Or do you think I should stick with this one for tonight and then do the other one tomorrow or next week? Let me know in the comments. I'm just bored.
It's funny that such a short and simple conversation can be such a turning point, but in retrospect, we probably had already reached the turning point by then.
And keep viewing my channel, please. Thank you guys. And I love all my viewers.
Still got a reflux, I drip out from the socket to a teacup, drink up inside, look when it beat us. Shoes us in the belly of the beach, but outside there's a war going on in the front lawn. Black Hawk, see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising, thinking, what type of knowledge gon' sink in? Life gives you limits and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage, way before they pour it on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze on each and every way. Put me in the water for the save. They don't know my name. I get through the pain, tasting on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain, tasting on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name. I get through the pain, tasting on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain, tasting on my face like it's lemonade.
I bet you can't sing. Come on now. I bet it's sing. How much am I betting you do this sing? Oh, I was wrong. I take it back.
Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a
This is easy,
thing.
W.
How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex I went and bought it.
Today, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's a special New Year's Day edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's get a W in the final week.
Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Marlon Mack, the Colt.
A look at the numbers for Mack from last week. 12 carries, 61 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Trubisky's throw into the hands of Burton. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Marlon Mack, the ball carrier.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. T.Y. Hilton. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
13 yards. 1st down, Indianapolis.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Panthers have recovered.
Trubisky on the keeper.
So here are the Panthers under head coach Matt Rule. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5". So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10.
Really? You couldn't block him?
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
Oh, my God.
No one's faked out. What's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
He's going to look deep for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The free safety, Malik Hooker, there in coverage.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Now Trubisky to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Malik Collins able to record his 5th sack of the season. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Trubisky
able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
I'm looking for it.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. This will be caught just inside the 10. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
We're scoreless after one.
With no score.
They'll run here with
I knew they was doing that.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play. Just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
I'm timing it just right, though.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times, coaches?
Weaving through traffic, and now he's
got
free.
plenty of fight, baby.
Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey. 76 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Rodgers on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 27.
Indy set to go on offense once more. You know, Charles, season winding down. Time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's
They'll try and run for this with Mack. Mack's got the first down and then some. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense. Oh, why are we doing this?
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
There's no point to just be like that. My guy.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line.
A gain of 5 brings
So, Charles, you think about this ball game, really, the stakes could not be much higher, especially for a contest that takes place in the regular season. Wouldn't you agree?
Without a doubt, partner, because the adrenaline is pumping throughout this stadium, including right here in the announce booth. And let's face it, we can see a playoff berth clinched today, and that's got to be the top story. But if that's the case, it also means we're witnessing a comeback for the ages, capped in the best way possible, because less than 1 year ago, we weren't sure whether or not we'd see this quarterback step on the field again and play at the level we once saw him play. Now he's almost certainly to win Comeback Player of the Year, and there will be some MVP buzz if he secures his team a playoff spot.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Left or right.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on? And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
Prater lining up for the point after.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Rodgers on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Colts take over first and 10. At their own.
Marlon Mack now heading back out there. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And that'll bring up second down.
I'm lagging.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And his throw is incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. And it's third down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Dante Jackson.
Trubisky will throw. This one to Pittman. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
And I believe that gain on third and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Oh, and now he bowls him over, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Now Prater to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 7. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they... Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
He's got him in, complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there for Carolina. 53 yards.
I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours?
I didn't have mine. You got yours. You got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Rodgers on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Trubisky looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time, but now it'll be 3rd down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Carolina offense about ready to go. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And he'll be out right at the 35. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And he works free. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Rodgers on the return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Staying on the ground with Mack. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Don't you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
DJ Moore, the Carolina offense, about to take over once again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Taking a shot for Samuel. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Eluding the pressure right. Got his target, Samuel. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
This is McCaffrey. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Oh, he sheds himself free. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the third quarter. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. 25-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. This one into the hands of Burton. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Trubisky, and that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. A second broken tackle. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
Like I said, I love you guys. You're my family. And let's get some more subscribers. And let's run it up.
Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue.
Let's just replay it back. I know how
to put this one out of reach.
Let's replay it back real fast, guys. My wide receiver. I know how to do that now. But I was trying to hit the stop and go. Not do that. But it's whatever. Works.
Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and this time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Trubisky to throw. They'll roll him out right.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
First down.
Now it's Trubisky rolling to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
He's brought down by Shaq Thompson. It's 2nd down.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. He'll buy some time. Now Trubisky lost the football.
Trubisky on the keeper. Fumble on the play.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. He completes this one to Mack. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing here, Trubisky. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts coming out now. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. On first down, Trubisky. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Trying to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Trubisky. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been
a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on
go
offense.
like this video,
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they?
If y'all want me to stay up
what a
some more
game
and
to put up that
bring some
number
more
of
games,
points,
let me know.
continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can
Please
bottle
let me
this
know,
and carry
I
it with
love
them.
doing
And as an
games with you
offensive
guys.
coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything
I
wrong.
love
Whatever you
playing the
call,
game.
run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's
I
called
love
being
making
in the
videos.
zone.
So for
I could've been doing
Carolina,
YouTube,
they'll wrap up the campaign an impressive 15-1.
I
And now
didn't
they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl
YouTube in the
title.
past.
Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll limp to the finish line with a final record of 5-11.
I love
And
you
this is a
guys.
team.
Thank you guys. And I think I'll get one more video in for you guys. I think I
As you'd imagine, the locker room was hyped after that game. Look, I had plenty of tough moments in my
blew him
career.
out.
Fortunately, I had a lot of great ones
blew
too.
him out.
And I have to say, this was one of the better moments of my whole career. Thinking back on it now, it didn't matter what happened the rest of the season. Yeah, we lost in the playoffs to a team that was absolutely stacked with talent. But that one moment was one of the best in my entire life. One piece of advice I always give the young players coming into the NFL is not to take the end-of-year awards for granted. Between the star power on hand and the amazing history of the league, it is an honor to be there.
I didn't want to pick the other one because I didn't. So basically, I got a Rookie of the Year award.
I took the time to rest up and get ready for the next season. I tried to focus on getting my mind and body right, you know? And I needed it for what came next.
Do we have a practice? Or is this just... No.
That was a comeback for the ages, and it was a treat to watch.
It was one of those situations where when you've been around long enough, you just start to see the game differently. It's almost like everything slows down around you. One moment that really stood out was my first time on Rich Eisen's show.
My next guest needs no introduction. Some of you may know him as the reigning NFL MVP. Others may know him as one half of everyone's favorite duo, the Heartbreak Kids. But I know you as someone entirely different. Isn't that right, Shoeless? Tell everyone at home how I single-handedly saved your career.
Yeah, that's right. You absolutely saved me at the Combine by letting me wear your Run Rich Run cleats.
Which I still haven't gotten back, by the way.
You know, it's funny you mention that.
Oh, my beautiful babies. What did he do to you?
Well, I didn't know how to get them back to you, and they did kind of help me get drafted in a roundabout way, so they became my lucky practice cleats.
So much for asking for those back.
Yeah, you know what? I felt terrible about that, so I figured I'd make it up to you.
What do you have here? Oh my goodness. These are amazing.
Those are custom Heartbreak Kid 3s. They're cleats, and there's only 4 guys that have them. Those are guaranteed to get you a sub-5 40 time.
This is the greatest day of my life. Thank you so much for these. Oh, geez. I've been so wrapped in the great Combine cleat caper, I forgot we have a surprise for you today as well. Someone wants to say hello.
What up, player? Peep this. On behalf of EA Sports and the Madden community, I want to be the first to welcome you to the Madden family as this year's cover athlete. Ooh, wait!
What?
This is dope. I'm
That
a cover
is
athlete.
crazy.
This is crazy.
We grew up playing Madden, so this is unbelievable. And so cool as Snoop and the rest of EA.
It's in the game.
Yeah, I'm in the
There
game.
you are.
Okay, let's get real now. I gotta ask, are you worried about the Madden cover curse?
The cover curse? I know some guys are gonna be mad at me, especially if I mess up early in the season, but honestly, I'm not really a superstitious guy.
Stay tuned. There's more to come with our newest Madden cover athlete.
Hey, they look good on you.
Often what we see is that a division opponent who you play 2 times a year becomes a marquee rival. Which team was that for you?
There was already a very long and storied history between the two franchises. And then things escalated simply because of modern technology.
Alright guys, see you tomorrow. Love you guys. Peace, I'm out. And by the way, go like the video, go comment, go subscribe. I'm out.